TVs and things. It's hard to keep up with all the technology now.
The cameras are for a great bit of kit. Okay, so just number 2 Sugar Glider court at Gaburham. Just going to go basically check out all the, particularly the underslab drainage, sewer drains and grey water pipes. So at the moment we're just at the back of the house, behind the toilet, on the, I suppose, what are we, southernmost toilet at the end of the run, and then we'll just go through and check everything on the way back through. That's all, back of the toilet. And downstream. How far away is it? Oh, tank's just there. Okay, so that'll be the junction there from the other toilet. And that's the septic tank. Sorry?
I'm glad you know what you're looking at.
Yeah, just looking out for any defects in the pipe. Everything looks pretty, especially with PVC, is pretty good, you know, for there to be roots in there, or for it to fail is usually something that is fairly obviously physically damaged. But, so this is the pipe heading back to the floor waste in the main bathroom. Actually, is this the main bathroom or is this the ensuite?
No, this is the ensuite.
Oh, yeah, ensuite, okay. So a bit of sludge in there, nothing. So this is what we're looking at here, is the back, so the bottom of the pipe's up there on the top left hand corner. And
so that goes up
the camera's upside down, but that's, well, this is actually the back of the trap at the bottom of the floor waste. So on the riser from your floor waste, your pipe goes straight down, and then it's got like actually a P trap.
Okay.
And this is just looking at that from the back end right there. So there's a bit of sludge in the pipe, but
that's a sort of
everything looks in good order. I can still see the blue and red glue on that joint. There's plenty of it. So nothing physically wrong with it. And just one piece of pipe all the way back here, no other joints, so that's good.
That's not the shower was it? That was the vanity.
That was going back to the floor waste, so we'll go inside and have a look. The vanity and the shower and each will go to the floor waste. We'll go check out those little pipes after this. So this is just heading downstream on the grey water now, away from the house. Obviously picks up another grey water fixture there somewhere. Yeah, there's just a sort of sludge there again. That's obviously heading out away from your house, so 5 metres away at that. So it's probably the bend at the start of the trench, that bit.
So is that the first one, the toilet one, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is heading downstream now, sort of out into your yard. Just checking it out, 5 metres away, that'll be the start of the safest trench out there.
So they have to run on top of the series trenches, you think?
They'll run probably side by side, I would have thought. Okay. They don't very often combine the grey water and the septic together. Sometimes they do on the outlet side of it. But yeah, grey water will bypass the tank altogether. It won't go to your septic tank at all. So this is going back to, I think, another toilet, is it? Yeah, this is the toilet. Yeah, there's the back of the pan right there.
All the toilets and everything coming out too, Sam. They're going to gut the whole lot and waterproof it all.
Ah, right, good. Yeah, there's certainly plenty of glue in that joint. Another joint there. Downstream. And this is joining back into that other pipe from the toilet we just saw. And back to the septic again.
Oh, turn the corners for you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It just follows like the flow of the drain, so we can't turn it round to go. Every now and again we can sneak it up a junction, but we can't like, turn it to go into a junction. But going downstream, it will just always follow which way the water would go. So now we're going back to the floor waste in the main bathroom.
So this one should have three junctions on, is that right?
No, it will just run again to a trap, and it's the other side of this trap that we'll get to. That's where your vanities and whatever join in.
So the bath and everything would all join in the one?
Yeah, your bath, your shower, your bath, there's the two vanities will come to this one, but we'll see that from inside when we look at it the other way. So from here we should just go straight to the back of the floor waste itself. Again, one pipe all the way, no joints.
Is that hair? Is it? It's not a big,
yeah, that's
big
just
crack.
no, that's just hair. I was more looking at, see on this bottom right hand corner of the screen where we can see a lot of red primer.
Yep.
So I was just sort of getting a look at that. Obviously the bottom of the pipe, left side of the screen now you can see there's plenty of glue. But there is, you can see glue around right on that left hand edge.
Yep.
So there's just a bit of an elbow. Oh no, this must be another toilet, not a floor waste.
Well, we've got a where the bath is in the shower. The bath normally sits over here, but we had to put the bath over in the shower recess.
This isn't the toilet. This might well be that other vanity that's just sort of on its outside of your toilet. That must be what it is. Okay. I thought that was going to go to the floor waste. Sort of when you described when you let the bath go that vanity overflowed. I thought they were going to be both go together, but obviously not. But again, everything looks good order down there. So this must go around and join in with that. That one we've just done a minute ago. Okay, next. Are we missing one under those tiles? Okay, so this must be the one going back to the floor waste gully trap. We've got the hot water overflow going into it. So going back in under the slab.
Actually, I think that might be the bath, Sam.
This one will be the floor waste, yeah.
Oh, the
I wasn't as far down as I thought it was. So yeah, that last one I just did goes to the vanity that's just outside of the toilet. Yes. Yeah, and this one goes. That's again now looking at the back of the trap on the floor waste right there.
I don't know where the shower's supposed to be. That I can hear water.
But yeah, it sort of makes sense when we go inside in a minute. I'll show you where the shower and bath run to those floor wastes. So that's the laundry one over there. Yeah. And that's just up to your laundry tub there. So that all looks in good order. Pop these caps back on, we'll go and have a look inside. Okay, so we're back at the ensuite again. Obviously we've just been up to the floor waste. We're just going to check all the waste parts going too. So yeah, when we came from outside before, and we were looking at the back of the P-trap on the floor waste, so we came basically straight in under the tiles to here. and then we're hitting the trap at the bottom of it. So with the camera down to probably about here.
Okay.
Now we're going to look down through the shower and take some waste that come back to this grate. So we'll do this vanity here first.
Do we have to pop this thing out of the ground, or is that a screw?
No, we just got to leave that where it is, I think. See how tight these pins are at the bottom. See, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, just a bit of slime there.
So that's just the elbow at the bottom. And that's into the riser. So this is actually what we've been relining today. You'll see that if you look down the grate, you can see the light from the camera.
Yeah.
So it's like a junction there. We call it a four-way riser. So that's where it's got four in this one. Although we only have two coming in. But like the junctions from all the waste pipes. So yeah, that's what we've been repairing for somebody else earlier. Was a broken one of them.
That'd be a pretty big job, especially on the junction.
It's just trying to get a liner in there and open up the junctions for the waste pipes. It's more intricate than a big job. But it is, especially with something real tight like that. It is like keyhole surgery. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the shower one now. So I can't see any glue on the outside where that one was on there before. Buried as it were. Obviously that was an add-on from this down here would have been here when the place was built.
Yep.
And this would have been an add-on at a later renovation by the looks of it.
Well, one mate's just flipping down the shower base. He didn't even check it in the wall or do anything properly.
Everything's sort of under the slab, so it's looking in good order.
Slabs on that, probably never been used in the last 6 years.
Plenty of glue on it. And that's back to the floor waste riser again. Right there. See, there's plenty of glue in that joint.
Yep.
I say for PVC to sort of start leaking or have issues with roots, there's normally physical damage there. The joints don't generally just leak just for the sake of it. Right, we'll go check the next one.
That's good. I was expecting roots everywhere to go.
No, it's all looking good so far. Don't mind at all, mate. Okay, so now in the main bathroom, I'm going to go through the old bath waste here. Okay, so this looks like it's got a couple of little offset bends in it there. We'll get round all of them. That's a bit tight. We've sort of got three bends together there. We've got an offset that just kicks the pipe over a little bit, so you can see at the top of the screen there. And then straight down again from there is the elbow that goes across. And down to three bends back to back. If I get stuck, I'll come the other way at that one. Well, I've got to come the other way anyway for the shower.
I'll route that far, if I need to.
Nah,
that way we can rule it all.
I reckon we'll be able to get back the other way. Let's see how we go. We'll go back to where we've just come from first.
This would have been used for...
Yeah, it all looks pretty good. So that's that last of those, where I said there was three bends back to back.
And that pink
That's the last
stuff.
one there.
You said there's like a bit of rubbish slime or
just a
something.
bit of, yeah. But yeah, that's back to the old bath where it's just come from, so now we'll go back over. Yeah, get the other way. it's just sort of like slimy, soap scum, sludge. Okay, and that's all to the... Okay, so you've got the bath waste just hooked into the old shower grate temporarily, have you there, by the looks of it, a flexible...
Bit of pool hose looking.
Pool, yeah.
Junk, yeah.
Cool. So straight down from there. So a bit of junk in there, but nothing actually wrong with the pipe.
We'll be able to pull all that out when we pull the bath out, hopefully.
Now I've actually stirred it up there with a camera like that, it will probably disappear of its own accord anyway as soon as you let a bath full of water go.
So what would cause the stuff to bubble over, you reckon? There's no real sort of...
Oh, I can see it clearly.
Especially if that shower wasn't hooked up to the waste, it seems strange.